On our last show, we briefly mentioned the breaking news where Fox News parted ways with Tucker Carlson and CNN parted ways with Don Lemon. It's been a cable news shakeup over the past few weeks. With the firing of Tucker Carlson, his firing came less than a week after Fox settled a defamation lawsuit for Dominion Voting Systems, which had sued the network for airing false claims that it had conspired to rig the 2020 presidential election for $787.5 million, the largest publicity disclosed monetary settlement ever in an American defamation action or American history. But with the firing of Don Lemon, well, let's just say there was some sort of blindsiding that he experienced. Some say that sources are saying that he's done many things that's led to this here, because he's mentioned about where he described the U.S. ambassador under your you-know-who, Nikki Haley, saying that she was past her prime here. He's also mentioned.
So ridiculous.
He's also has like an on-air loud outburst argument with Caitlin Collins, who by the way, I'm not too crazy about here. Her personality just doesn't agree with me here. So, what do you think of all this media drama here?
I mean, the settlement, $787 million that Fox is paying to
$787,500,000.
This means that they really didn't want it to go to trial. And they really didn't want all the stones to be turned over. They're hiding a lot of probably even worse, illegal or things in the shadows that they don't want to come out in a trial. So if they're like, take almost $1 billion so we don't have to go to trial, I think that's pretty big.
Really big.
I'm not surprised they ended up, firing Tucker Carlson, and they're probably protecting a lot of other people in this settlement as well.
I agree, 100,000%. I mean, Don Lemon been with them for 17 years.
Yeah.
Like, that's a long time. I know he's completely devastated, and to be honest, I feel like he could have fought, but maybe it's his time,
I always look at Don Lemon and Angela Rye as like the dynamic duo that could be the good co-anchors, basically,
I'm not too fond of either, to be totally honest. So, just saying, everyone has their opinion.
You have your opinion.
There you go.
But in terms of the defamation suit, I think it's a good thing for news media to be held accountable.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of high-profile defamation suits lately.
Yeah.
To name a few, the Gwyneth Paltrow skiing incident. I mean, what are some other ones you guys, think of? Anyway, like, there's so many defamation suits, the Johnny Depp thing. I mean, people really have to be careful about these alternative facts, because if you can't prove it to be true and someone sues you, give me a few $100 million.
That's the problem.
Oh, and the Trump suit as well, that was just in the news. I mean,
money talks for everything, literally, nowadays.
Give me a break.
It's honestly tiring.
Well, I mean, I hope that these defamation suits will hold people accountable to not just be running their mouth with lies.
And stop being fraudulent, literally.
Right.
Just be real.
Right. So I think it's a good thing. I mean, of course, there's, multiple ways to look at it, and no one wants to be in such a litigious society either, but hopefully it'll be a good thing.